I want to do a debate, but I also can say this. Everybody knows who I am, and now people know who she is. She's a radical left lunatic. She'll destroy our country. She wants open borders.
Then why not debate her?
Well, wait. But because they already know everything.
So that was Donald Trump scared to death to debate Vice President Kamala Harris. I have never seen anyone look weaker than Donald Trump does right now, and I've never seen him more cornered and more scared. You see, after the first debate with Joe Biden, things went his way. He got to stand up there and lie and not be fact-checked. He got to stand up there and, run laps around Joe Biden and talk over top of him, and the media latched on to the whole thing, and Joe Biden's now out of the race. Donald Trump was hoping that he would have a rematch with Biden in front of a live crowd so he could go after him even harder and just continue to say, see, I'm fit to serve. See, I'm one of those people, though, that I call bullshit on that. And I call bullshit on that because I don't want a guy up there that can confidently lie. I will take the old man with the stutter over the guy that's conning me with his lies any day of the week. But now he has to contend with Vice President Kamala Harris. And what he's attempting to do here, folks, is simply move the goalpost because he's running scared. He posted this on his little Truth Social page. I have agreed with Fox News to debate Kamala Harris on Wednesday, September 4th. The debate was previously scheduled against Sleepy Joe Biden on ABC, has been terminated in that Biden will no longer be a participant, and I am in litigation against ABC Network and George Slopadopoulos, therefore creating a conflict of interest. The Fox News debate will be held in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, a site in an area to be determined. The moderators of the debate will be Brett Barr and Martha McCullum, and the rules will be similar to the rules of my debate with Sleepy Joe, who has been treated horribly by his party, but with a full arena audience. Okay, so what he's attempting to do right here is move the goalpost, because he already had the lawsuit with ABC when he agreed to a debate with Joe Biden. Now he's trying to use that as an excuse to weasel his way out of it because he doesn't want to stand on a stage across from Vice President Kamala Harris, and if he does, he wants it to be on turf where he has his crowd and his moderators and his rules. And that's not how it works, folks. I don't know if you realize this or not, but Donald Trump is a failed former president coming back for a rematch. I've been a boxing fan my entire life. If someone knocks someone out, they don't get to come back and have a rematch on their terms. The champion is who makes the rules, and the champion is who decides on whether there's a rematch or not. So this idea that, I can just come in here and waltz in here and I get to make the rules. No, you don't, because you got knocked out in 2020. You're coming back for a rematch. You don't get to sit here and make the rules. And Vice President Kamala Harris put out a great response to all this lunacy from Trump. She posted this: Donald Trump is running scared and trying to back out of the debate he already agreed to and running straight to Fox News to bail him out. He needs to stop playing games and show up to the debate he already committed to on September 10th. The Vice President will be there one way or the other to take the opportunity to speak to a primetime national audience. We're happy to discuss further debates after the one both campaigns has already agreed to. Mr. Anytime, Anyplace, Anywhere should have no problem with that unless he's too scared to show up on the 10th. So she's saying that she will debate him anytime, anyplace, anywhere. She's saying, hey, we'll do this one on ABC and we'll be glad to talk about ones in the future. So we'll have more than one. She's saying that, and he's the one trying to backtrack and say that, well, I only want to do it on Fox News where they'll take it easy on me. He is absolutely running scared, and he's never looked weaker. And he absolutely got humiliated at one of his latest rallies because he couldn't fill the place up, and he tried to blame it on the venue and say that the venue wouldn't let people in. Look how ridiculous he is.
But the school administration stopped us from getting another 500, 600, even 1,000 people in. Thousands of people were told no, and that was okay, but we could have fit another 600 people. So I don't know anything about the school. I don't know anything about this school, but they could have allowed more people. You got people standing outside. Look at all the people outside. They could have come in. They could have come in. So we're not happy. Hello out there. And then they actually pushed the people very far away from the building where we have beautiful cameras set up for the overflow crowds. The administration of the school. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be sending anybody to the school. I'm not happy about it. If they're going to stand in the way of admitting people to our rally, just imagine what they're going to do on Election Day. We're not going to let that happen.
So yeah, he's sitting there now trying to blame it on the venue, saying they wouldn't let people in. He's just upset because he couldn't fill the seats. He's upset because Vice President Kamala Harris had a rock star type of entrance at her rallies, and the people are going crazy, and he's seeing the left energized and united, and the one thing that he cannot stand to see is unity on our side. You see, the thing about our side is, folks, we're trying to unify the entire country. We're trying to bring everyone together, and Vice President Kamala Harris will be working for everyone and not just people that looks and sounds like her. Donald Trump only wants to unify with his hateful, cruel base. And he's getting really upset that that style has worn out on the American people. We're all sick to death of it. We're sick of his rhetoric. Ever since he came down that escalator, he's been repeating the same hits. He's never brought any of the real solutions to the table because he doesn't want to fix the problems. That's it. He does not want to fix our problems. He wants to be able to run on them. And if he were to be reelected, folks, I promise you, he's still going to run on the fact that he's going to say, oh, immigrants are coming across the border. It's so bad. And he'll find a way to blame it on Democrats. And his audience is pre-programmed to believe anything he says, even if he says to them, hey, the reason this place is empty is because there's people outside and they won't let them in. He's absolutely coming unglued. And it's one of the funniest things that I've ever seen. The further he sinks down, the worse it's going to get. He's only going to get more obnoxious and more hateful as he goes out because that's all he's capable of. And that's all that his base is capable of. He doesn't want to debate Vice President Kamala Harris, and his base would not want to debate any of us because they wouldn't be able to bring their cruelty and hatred to the table and get by with it. We wouldn't give it a pass. We wouldn't normalize it. We would call it out for the weird behavior that it truly is. And I've had a lot of people say to me, Brando, I like the word weird. I used to consider myself weird, and I think of the old saying, you know, that Hunter S. Thompson had, when the going gets tough, the weird turn pro. I always loved that quote. And I get you. I feel you on the whole weird thing because I always thought weird was cool too. But we're talking about a different kind of weird here. We're talking about a cruel and hateful kind of weird. We're talking about a cult of personality kind of weird. And if it's getting under their skin, then yeah, they're weird.